Peppa Pig is a really popular children's show made by Nickelodeon and Content Entertainment. This show was very nostalgic for me. I used to love it to death, having many DVDs of it. I don't know how to explain this, but there was a secret of this, but it's now revealed. It was a random day for me. I was shopping with my parents. I was looking at the technology aisle until I found a DVD that said Peppa Pig, The Lost Pilot. It looked very dirty and scratched, but it had a picture of the main character, Peppa, in the cover. So I thought, this must be a new episode that I haven't seen before. So I bought the DVD, took it to my house, and put it in my DVD player. The DVD started with the Nick Jr. logo with the text May 12, 2002 below it. This made me think this was a very old episode of the show. It opens with the theme song, but the music sounds very slow and distorted. Later, Peppa and her family showed up in the screen, and then they didn't have their normal voices, but instead stereotypical voices. Peppa sounding like Po from Teletubbies, George sounding like Gizmo from Gremlins, Mommy Pig sounding Italian, and Daddy Pig having a low pitched voice. I'm guessing Peppa and her family weren't the same age as they were in the show, or the people who made this pilot didn't use the right age actors and instead adults who were really bad at doing voices. Later, Peppa and her family started to think what they should do first. Peppa suggests reading books. George suggests playing the playground. Mommy Pig suggests a car ride, and Daddy Pig suggests having a snack. All four family members start arguing until Peppa puts an end to this and says that they should first play on the playground and then get a snack, and they all agree and start playing the playground. Then it cuts to a scene of Peppa and her family playing the playground. Nothing too historic there. Later, Peppa and her family arrive home, and then Peppa says it's snack time and they go inside the house. When they go inside the house, Granny and Grandpa Pig are there. Peppa tells them that it's snack time and that they're also having a very delicious snack. Then Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig ask the family what they're having for a snack. Then it cuts to a real moment of silence until the camera moves into Peppa's face and trance of creepy music is about to play there. I was about to become nervous, wondering what will happen next. It was until Peppa loudly says in a very loud demonic voice,
"We're having you as our snack."
She says it so loud that my room started to shake with me jumping in shock. George then grabs Grandpa Pig and then cuts his nose and started munching on it. Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig shocked say that they need to get out of there. But then Daddy Pig captures Grandpa Pig and cuts his tail and starts eating on it. Granny Pig attempts to leave, but is stopped by Peppa. Peppa then grabs her face. Peppa then grabs Mr. Dinosaur and starts shredding Granny Pig's face and finally chomps on it. Peppa then gets up. Lots of blood all over her face. George, Mommy Pig, and Daddy Pig still feasting on the family. She later looks at the camera and speaking the demonic voice again.
"You're gonna have a wonderful time at my house with me and my family. Lots and lots of fun."
I was completely scared. I took the DVD out of the DVD player, grabbed my baseball bat, and started to shred the DVD. I was completely shocked about what I saw. The characters of one of my favorite childhood shows literally killed the grandparents of the family. But to be honest, this didn't ruin my childhood at all. I wasn't really offended by this episode. I saw really horror things before, like me and my friend's pilot, the Banana Splits movie, or other stuff. And I completely understand why Nick Jr. didn't want to air this pilot, because it is a true nightmare.